How's it going?
What's up, real quick? How's it going?
Got a call out here today on this Vermeer that there is a leak on it. When I came out here, the service tech done ID'd the line. So now we got the line here. We can see this end, but we're trying to figure out where the other end goes. So it kind of goes in and just disappears. So right now we're just working on figuring out exactly where it runs to. Right now, all we're trying to do is figure out where the other end of that line goes. Let's see. All right, get a 15/16. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is get our string tie one end over here. Nice tight knot. Hop back under here and see if I can pull any. Wiggle it loose. Pretty positive I found it. It looks like it runs up through a little plating down to the back of this track. So I have my string tied to it. So what I'm going to do is take the other end of the hose off and give it a little tug. That way, if it is this hose, I can pull it through. The string will keep it running the same exact way when I go to put the new one on there. So let's hop down here and see if it is that line. So got the hose, started to pull it. She got snagged a little bit. Just want to make sure I'm not pulling on any other hoses, wires. Don't want to rip anything off. So I'm trying to feed it through just a hair. Make sure there's no brackets, zip ties, anything like that getting in the way. And the reason I don't want to pull it up this way, this side has a straight on it, the other side has a 90. So it's more likely to get caught up on stuff. I think it might just be the sleeve is kind of rolled up. Grab something real quick. So what I'm gonna try to do is just grab a little bit of this sleeve. See if I can't pull some of that slack out where it's all bunched up together. all that extra slack was bunched up. So we're gonna see if she'll pull a little bit easier. Kind of like a game, you should go back and forth and she'll eventually come out. All right, just like that. Got the hose out. Get a new one made up and slid back in there. All right, so now that we got the hose off, it's time to ID the ends and ID the hose as well to make sure we're putting the same, if not better, of a hose on there. First, clean the ends off. First, we'll clean the ends off. Get the threads nice and cleaned out. Looks like a 1/2-inch hose. I'll check this other side as well. So we notice, nice and tight, no wiggling, JIC. Fun. We like to have fun around here on these nice cold days. All right, let's see. All right, so the first step we're gonna do is do the 90. One thing you always want to do as well is grab the old hose. So every hose has a natural bend. You can see they kind of bend both like that. So we'll kind of straighten this out. And see, this one bends a little bit to the right. So we'll get this end crimped on there. .08. So now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. 3.08. Now we got both ends crimped. The other one did have a sleeve on, so we're gonna go ahead, grab a new sleeve. Got the new sleeve. Make it nice and pretty. Time to slap her back on there. One thing you can't forget either, plugs. That way when we run it up through the channel, no dust, fluid, nothing gets in there and messes up the pump. So this is the side that's going to be running through it. This side's going to be hanging out down here with me, so I ain't worried about this end. It's already going to be plugged in, so. So, might need a hand. All right, so unfortunately when I was pulling it through the first time to take it out, string came off. So now I'm trying to tie the string on there just so I can give it a little bit more of a pull. All right, you mind to pull on that string just a little bit? Keep going. All right. Yeah, so make sure she's where I want her. All right, grab the string, pull it. Just like that. Make sure we don't lose our sleeve. Just slip down a little bit. Pry up on it a little and Alright. I want you to know you have an 11-year-old addicted to all your videos you make. My nephew watches all of them. Yeah. He wants to drive the Lumpkin truck, the one at the shop.
Yeah. Oh, the little mini truck.
He saw the video you made and was like, "Is that hard to drive?" I was like, "If you can drive a stick, not really." He goes, "I want to drive it." So I'm sure he's gonna end up watching this one too. So right now I'm just kind of getting a little bit cleaned up, get all the tools not put up, but just moved to the side. That way we could turn this thing on, run it for a minute, make sure there's no leaks, and then go from there. So now what we're going to do is turn it on and move the machine to see if that hose is leaking or if we find any other leaks. Didn't find any leaks. The only thing I found was some residual fluid from us pulling the hose out and it kind of spilling on the track, so I'll let them know to keep an eye on that. Give it a day or so to kind of dry up a little bit. All right, so we came out here today to look at this Vermeer. One of the drive lines on this right side track was blown, so we got it replaced. Ran it for just a second just to make sure there was no more leak, and now we're gonna get some fluid added in there, make sure she's nice and topped off for the customer, that way they can get back to running.